orange, Vertigo on right. On blue team, Vibers with a new logo this week, I noticed. Got that in there real quick. And Vibers running with Emil, Finn, it looks like, so substituting for them. Pyromane and BK. Over on Vertigo, it's Kai, Twang Pants, Sanch, and Damus. No subs on their side, full team. So Joust is out. We're ready here to get going on our first of 2 games in the European scene, as that first 3 of the night goes in for Sanch, assisted by Kai. So good start for Vertigo. Now Vertigo, the team more favored, I would say, going by the fan vote 2, the connoisseur system. Heavily in favor of Vertigo there, 17 votes. So pass here to Emil for the Vibers. A quick one down off the corner wall. And taken by Sanch, and he'll just get that out of there without too much of an issue. In the middle, Emil trying to go for that leech, unable to do so. Now that's a very close roll-in for the 3, but Sanch there on the recovery. So rebound, 2, and up by 5 now for Vertigo. So hello to everyone in the Twitch, joining us either live or in post. Either way, glad to have you. And Pyromane here, glad to have the disc, trying to get it through to a BK, but the quick boost for Vertigo, going to take that one away. Not a clean clear, however. So Brawl's going out. That's a deep shot. Will be too much to the right, but looking like the first couple for Finn here and Vibers. So again, Finn coming in, substituting for Vibers. She had just substituted the other day as well. Trying to recall the team off the top of my head, but can't quite. Believe it was Phantoms. Pretty sure it was Phantoms she substituted for. Finn, a.k.a. Finity, a.k.a. Infinity. Going by several different names over the course of her Echo career. She's been a long-time player ever since a long shot. Oh, just outside, actually, for, hold on, 0 meters per second. So was that Kai in the goal who got it? I'll have to see myself, maybe in the replay, if I could even read that. I don't think I can. So, yeah, well, either way, I couldn't tell. I'm sure you could over at home, though, but my little screen is small on the replay, so couldn't see it. But in any case, yes, Finn, longtime player, ever since 2017. Played in ESL season 1, all the way through 3. And Finn going in here with an assist to BK. And he manages to just get that off the head of Kai. But a goal all the same. So Kai couldn't quite get the save, but nice little pirouette move off that assist. So 3-point game here, 6:48 remaining in the first round. Twang Pants will take it here for Vertigo, going down to Kai. The back stack just looming, kind of hiding behind this island here. Now fully prepared to assault and try and take the offense off guard. Unable to do so, though. So Kai takes that, passes it off to the bottom, and then into the goal. Twang Pants getting that one done for his team. It's a nice move off those elbows, I guess. What I kind of call these blocks. Maybe knees are a better term. I don't know. Call that elbow typically. This one shoulder. Makes sense? Makes sense to me. Or Pyromane will come here with a 5-point lead for Vertigo right now. Vertigo on the defense. And trying to take the disc. It looks like they might, but unable to collect that one. So Finn will have it and dish it back to Pyro. Pyro over here on the Merc Island, as it's quite often known in the NA scene, or at least was. It's been a good while since we've seen the Meta Merc, so I'm, as time passes by, maybe that'll lose its name, who knows. But one of those islands here, in the North America scene anyways, that was popularized by Meta Mercs on their rollouts. I'm pretty sure over here in the EU it's called something different, just can't remember. Finn off the backboard, and she'll find the goal, though. So there's another couple, and it's a 3-point game still. Alakos in the chat saying, hey there. Hey back. How's it going? So 3-point game, about halfway through this first round. Pretty close. And Damus uncontested here, so he'll have time to bring it up to the bow tie, maybe even further. Just trying to find the stacks, and does a nice job of not only getting the pass, but breaking up the stack in the back line. Takes him a while to recollect it. And now once again, stack broken apart. So good offense being run by Vertigo. Very patient, just finding the opportunities, but Finn diving out. Oh, but a slap shot. Twang does get it through. So 11-6. Good defense by Finn, but better recovery by Twang. And all around, just good defensive rollout by Vertigo. Played that pretty patiently, bothered the stacks, and got to the front line, right into the area they wanted. The bubble was pretty uncontested besides the one goalie, so that's exactly what you want if you're on offense. So on offense here, spinning away with it, BK makes the play. There it is. Still a 3-point game. A lot of back and forth action here. Alakos asking where Frogio is. Not sure. Yeah, Frogio being the one player out here for Vibers. Very much a good defender, backliner, goalkeeper is Frogio. So in that sense, having Finn sub in is kind of a natural fit. Granted, Finn is definitely capable at both offense and defense, but I think more so historically, well known for defense. So a good substitute, no doubt, for them. And they'll find themselves within those 3 points. There's still a few minutes left here as Twang Pants tries to take that for Vertigo, and they're going to play it slow once again because they can afford to. They're up by 3. Time is on their side. They just need some good-looking offensive sets here. That's a good one right there. I mean, exactly. Dive from Finn will disable the player, Twang Pants. But again, Vertigo really getting what they want in theory. Those one-on-one plays at goal. The best possible shot when you have the least amount of defenders inside that area. So right back, though, to Vertigo. Despite Viber's good defense, couldn't quite take it away. And once again, getting it taken away. So there's a deep shot. Could be huge for them. Couldn't make it, though. So back to the rebounded Sanch right there, getting planted with a stun. Kai down with the assist, maybe to Damus. No, Damus back to Sanch. Sanch will just dodge around everyone with a great pass to Twang Pants. Very nicely done for the 13th point here. Coming later in this game, a couple minutes left still. So in that case, I think for Vibers, maybe wanted to pressure that disc holder there. Sanch, I believe. A little bit harder. Once he was on the post, there were 3 defenders for Vibers all in the bubble, but just letting Sanch take plenty of time to find an assist. And it was a nice one. So down by a couple goals now, at least. BK trying to make it change, but no. Instead gets knocked loose and into Sanch's possession as he sends a light clear outside, maybe looking for a boost. Twang Pants is there, trying to push off the Geo, could not. Everyone contesting each other now as the midline recovers there. Damus attempting to shield himself, but instead Finn just playing that well and taking that away. You can see all 4 players, however, for Vertigo back on the collection. And again, kind of interesting to notice all these players here on the islands, even from both teams. Watching the disc, but not even going for the punch. They're all right next to each other right there. 4 different players, but not going for the stuns. And it's kind of what you see sometimes, depending on the team, of course. But a lot of these European teams, they're not necessarily going to actively look for the punches first. They'll more so look for the disc, look for their stacks. But there's a couple teams out there that are definitely punch-heavy. I know Quackhead's definitely one of them. And that's going to be slung into the goal area. Just off, recovered again. There's less than a minute left, 50 seconds to be precise. So now just looking for the stack. Vertigo here first. Kai with some time to line it in. And 15-8. So taking firm control here late in round 1. That one going in for Kai thus far. Will be Twang Pants leading the way. 6 points. Kai, though, having a nice game. 4 points, 3 assists, 16 stuns to lead that category as well as the steal. Uh-oh, losing the disc, though. So Twang now coming in for a couple more. Tough way to close the round for Vibers, but Vertigo, they will go for another goal. So 17-8 in round one, favoring Vertigo. As I input this score real quick, and then we'll take you over to the highlight screen just to take a look at the stats one more time. Oh, on that note, I'm realizing now I forgot to activate the stats overlay on the Twitch stream. My bad, I can do that in a second. Here we go. So bring you to the stats screen. Let me go activate the Twitch overlay if possible. Let's see. Okay, should be activated. It might not start working until the next joust or the next score maybe, so nonetheless though, should be up and running now for you so you can get a read on the stats without me having to pull them up for you guys. But yeah, so for the stats on that note, it is, again, Twang leading it with 8 points, had that 3 late there on that miss grab by Vibers. Kai with 4, Sanch with 5. Over on Vibers' side, it's Finn with 4 points and 14 stuns. BK with 2 points and assists, 10 stuns. Pyro Main with an assist. Emil with 8 stuns. Still kept it close for the majority of that match, just kind of lost it a little bit in the last couple minutes. So let's see if they can have a rebound for round 2. So first to it will be Vertigo. Already the 1 win. And looking to close it out in just the 2 rounds. See if they can do it. Twang Pants going to be patient. You can see Finn and Emil not going for the brawls, just waiting for the pass so they can stack up on it. And it looks like, yeah, they will cause kind of a wayward pass that turns into another missed grab here. Emil taking that one, slinging it backwards just in the general area. He knew BK was somewhere over there. Maybe got rid of it quicker than necessary. So as a result, this very loose and not in anyone's firm control for the moment. Right now, Finn and Twang right in the back line, just brawling. And that pass not really hitting its mark. But over in the bottom wedge, bouncing nicely into Finn's hands. Fortunate turn of events. Less fortunate, though, was the stun there from Kai. So another clear and another game of boost. Seeing if they can redirect right into it, and they do. So Emil takes that one, soft pass over to BK. Quick clear with the defense looming. Twang Pants there pressuring hard and enables this clear that maybe gets back into his hands. But I lied because BK again. So he gets the goal off that grab and just dunks it through 2 retreating defenders. Good play for him.
11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So taking this one out, Damus for Vertigo. Down by a couple points here early on. A missed grab by Twang results in Pyro and Emil there grabbing that disc. Much too strong of a clear, though, and those ones are going to make it easy for the defense to recollect as they do. They leave that goalie back there, so any strong clears in that general direction. You definitely want to be looking for passes more so if you're going to fling it into the enemy goal, unless it's off like a quick turnaround on the opposite side where the defense is out of position. But in that case, just the goalie waiting back. And so for Vertigo, they get the offense back because of it and are looking to score here. Put themselves on the board now for a couple. See Sanch and Emil contesting up on that shoulder, going directly down middle. Good delivery from Kai, and then Kai to Sanch, and he'll plant that one in himself for another 2. So we've seen that connection a couple times here between these teammates, and getting it done for their first 2 in round 2.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
So good team play at work there, getting themselves the best opportunity. When you get those goals from right behind goal there, short range, it's a very hard shot to save. So definitely what they're looking for on offense. And right here, off that corner, looking for maybe one pass. Finn's trying to cut as well as Emil down below. Now Finn going to the backboard. Good pass there, but better dive. So Kai, you see, immediately dived as that pass went out. So didn't really give Finn any time to work with. So good defense from Kai. Exactly what you need to do defensively there. However, Vibers do retain, so the pass down to Emil. They have another look at it. It's going to be once again player here lining up in the backboard area. BK this time. Finn looking for a goal, couldn't find it. Another rebound, however, and another pass from BK up top, and another ding. So a couple good looks, but just too early on the release for Vibers, and in part thanks to Vertigo. They're making sure to be sending divers on the Vibers, I suppose. Not giving them a lot of time to work with. So here is Vertigo, and they'll work with that, absolutely. Kai, couple points for him, and a couple point lead for Vertigo.
11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
So Vibers on the offense now. Defense rolling out here all in a line. Little bit slow actually for Vertigo. Looks like maybe misgrab somewhere in there. So they're going to play it quite back here. One stack bothering the midline, and then two just hanging back. And you can see, again, kind of what I was mentioning earlier. If you're going to clear it or pass into that general direction, make sure you do have a pass lined up. Otherwise, that defense will be available. Now, that said, they do get back on the offense here for Vibers. That's a nice pass. A good save, though, from Kai. So some dives going out yet again. And the disc will be taken away. Maybe clearing the way for a three. Not quite, but the rebound for Kai, and Kai doing it again. That's two or three in a row, I believe, for Kai now. So getting that one done for his team. So now Kai and Twang Pants both with 8 points apiece. And Kai working on almost 30 stuns. So a quick split here. Two right down the tunnels, one in the tunnel. Looking for that rollout, but a good cutoff here. Vertigo has it by Sancha was just playing that defensive lane. Maybe another open three opportunity, but the defense able to get back in time. Off the head of Emil, though, so another miss opportunity. Finn passes it to Damus, and an interception. So back and forth here, but a good pass to Twang. So Twang finally, after a bit of a flurry, does receive a pass that enables that goal on what was a lone defender in there for Vibers. So 8-2.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
And right there, you can see the defense just off balance. So once Vertigo got possession of that and found that barrier pass, it was pretty much game over, barring a great save in there that we do see sometimes on those one-on-one plays. But yeah, in that situation, just a lone goalie and no one really pressuring the offensive player makes it a lot easier for the person who's driving in there. Now that one is pretty close to actually going in. Emil takes that away, looks for the backboard play. How about that? So brings it right back to 3-point deficit. And it's anyone's match here in round 2.
11, 10, 9, 8.
Thought they might have been lining up the backboard pass, but no, just going for the backboard shot instead. Could have been risky, quite frankly, but obviously paid off.
The round has begun.
So Damus uncontested here. It seems being very conservative on the defense is Vibers until it reaches the midline, I should say. So they do allow the opposite team to work it up front here. And Kai just trying to get the grab. Slight mishandle, but he still gets it back, no problem. Twang Pants, anchored shot. What a save, though. Emil read that perfectly, and we all know those anchored shots can be a lot harder to not only save because of the extra speed, but just harder to read because it's harder to see exactly where that windup is coming from and where the aim is maybe intended. So that's a great save there from Emil in that anchor. That said, making a play perhaps on the goal here, and that shot will in fact result in the goal. So just working it up that floor and bought themselves a nice opportunity.
11, 10, 9, 8.
And right there were 3 defenders for Vibers all kind of on there. 1 goalie, two boosted players, but they still got themselves the goal. So good job on their part. 10-5 here, 2:19 remaining. Now BK backs that out. Emil quickly back. Nice 2-man game to bring it back within 3. Good passes from Vibers. Frogio popping in the chat now. Obviously not playing today, but has a very great sub in Finn, capable. First round was taken by Vertigo, 17-8. A little bit misleading, though. It was actually a very back-and-forth close game within like 1 or 2 goals of each other. It wasn't until the last maybe 1 to 2 minutes that they started pulling away for Vertigo. Otherwise, for about 8 minutes of that match, it was pretty close. But yeah, 17-8 in round 1. All right, here, Vibers going for a passing play again. This time, dove upon, and BK will get stunned. But the disc just actually friendly roll back to the hands of Vibers. So as a result, 1-point game. Emil gets that goal. Gladly so, in fact.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, so Vibers going to be on the defense, looking to cause maybe one more turnover, because if they can actually take a lead. But they do need to play somewhat aggressively. That's a good aggressive play. Knock the disc loose. Twang Pan still takes it back. The quick dish. Finn and BK in the front line pressuring the offense there. That shot could have maybe sealed it for Vertigo, but just losing out, and now just trying to buy themselves maybe a little bit of milking the clock. Actually, no. They'll just go for the shot. Why not? Now, that could have been dangerous had they not made that shot because, you know, with a clear lead, sometimes you just want to, especially in that last minute, stall the clock out as much as you can, but not criticizing because they did make the goal in that case and it played off. Played out, that is. So it's a 3-point game. Vibers still with a chance, but they need this to force around 3. It's going to be a quick rollout, just sailing past the hands of the offensive player. A great stun, though, from Finn, but Finn just getting collapsed upon by all 4 defenders, essentially. So with 7 seconds left, that's looking like it's probably it, and indeed. So Finn collects that one, but no time left. Therefore, the 2 rounds go to Vertigo. Very close in both rounds, but the victory ultimately in the hands of blue team here. So 12-9 in round 2. So real quickly, we'll go to the score screen, take a look at the stats, and leading it for Vertigo, 12 points for Twang Pants, as well as an assist, a steal, 11 stuns. Kai, perhaps the MVP for his team with 10 points, 4 assists, a steal, and 34 stuns. Great stat line for him. Sanch with 7 points, 2 assists, 13 stuns. Damus with 3 assists, a save, steal, and 28 stuns. For the Vibers, it's Emil with the team high 5 points, an assist, 2 saves. BK 6 points, 1 assist, 1 save. Finn 4 points, and stats are wiped, but that's all right. Got most of them off in any case. So congrats to Vertigo for their win here. They'll improve to a record of 2-3. Vibers will fall to 1-4, but great effort from them. Close game. So as far as this stream goes, we're going to stick to it. Going to take a brief intermission, but following that at the top of the hour, so about 7 minutes, give or take from now, we're going to have ourselves a match between the Jesters and Phantoms. So Jesters with a record of 3-2. Meanwhile, the Phantoms still undefeated here in Europe, and the only team with such a record. Currently 5-0 and looking to maybe go to 6-0. I know the fan vote, the connoisseur vote on the website, definitely favoring the Phantoms there, and for good reason. Jesters are a very good team, but Phantoms just kind of on another level so far in these first 3 weeks. And yeah, no problem, Malakos. Glad to cast. Thanks for being in and chatting and watching. All right. So, BRB, stay tuned. Next game, 6 minutes away. Ish.